Battlefield of Eternity, the grand final starts with a two-lane map. We got the Cats going up against Chili Mountain. Yeah, I gotta say, Chili Mountain, they obviously had their battle with Bang Bush in the semi-final, and then in the second, we had the Cats very successful against Unleashed. They did incredibly well. So, well, let's have a bit of a look on what they can pull off right now. Can they throw a wrench into the plans of Chili Mountain, or is the blue team just gonna walk over them and claim another qualifier victory? They are, as usual, doing exceptionally well. They've barely lost a map in the qualifiers they've so far participated in. Now, of course, with the qualification system that we have for the X Cup, and they're banning the Butcher again. These fucking trolls. They already did it earlier, and they do it once more. So as I was about to say, if you're not really familiar with the X Cup, this is the 4th season that we're running with the X Cup summer here. And the X Cup series is sponsored by Private Heroes of the Storm fan, our Mr. X, who wanted to support the competitive community after Blizzard kneecapped HGC. And so a big shout out to him. Without him, none of this would be possible. And the way that we are just organizing all of this is you have 10 qualification tournaments every Wednesday and every Sunday where everybody can play, and the farther you go in the tournament, the more points you gain, and those points will be added up. There's a ranking, and then the top 8 at the end of the qualifiers at the end of the season, they make it into the playoffs, where the players play for 4,000 euros of prize money. And thanks to that system, you don't have to participate in every single tournament. You can just like skip 1 or 2 if a Sunday doesn't work for you because somebody has, I don't know, a hot date, a wedding that he has to attend, or whatever it is. Then you can always just go for the other one, especially if you're, of course, the top team. If, on the other hand, you're a team that struggles maybe to get into some of these playoffs, you can get yourself some points by just like diligently playing every single one of these. So there's a lot of variation to it. Makes it really interesting also to check it out, since there's always a bit of a change in who plays. But yeah. Now we got Banana H and Lucius. That's already a big pick for him. Urel and Genji claim Dequaza, sorry, not Dequaza, Dinus Tracer has been banned out. The Butcher ban is just funny because they did it already in one of the previous games against another team. And we've been always talking, people are always asking, like, who's the shittiest hero in the game? And the answer is, in competitive play, it's clearly the Butcher. We run Meta Madness, a tournament series that is all designed around banning out heroes and just forcing teams out of their comfort zone. And in some of the games, we had up to 66 heroes banned, and still nobody wanted to play the Butcher. So he's the only hero that's on no play whatsoever. And yeah, therefore they meme this a bit. But we now have Uther, we get Cassia, Hanzo, and Muradin have been locked in by the Cats. So they got with Hanzo a good hero against the Immortal. Masquerade. Well, he could still play Diablo. His Muradin is taken. If they want to dive deep, they could also go for a Nubarak. They got Nubarak together with Urel then and Genji. Not bad. Yeah, and Ultralisk, of course. How aggressive is he going to get with this? He goes for Liming. They go for the resets. And Masquerade with Diablo. Tremble. Alright, Dibble's in the house, and there is Samuro. Finally we get him! Soaking is playing a Samuro in Battlefield of Eternity. Let's enjoy the show, everybody. Game number 1 in the grand final of qualifier number 4, Chili Mountain against the Cats. Battle time! Dino on Genji for the damage on Chili Mountain side. Dequaz on Urel. Banana H with Lucio. We got Masquerade on Diablo. And Ultralisk is playing Liming. Towards the right side of the map, the Cats with Drakia on Cassia. We had Captain Rex on Uther. Soaking is playing Samuro. Hirath on Hanzo. And Honio is playing Muradin. Okay, so Masquerade right there on Diablo. Talking about Diablo, somebody also asked in chat about Diablo Immortal, and just to put some context here for everybody watching this on YouTube, not on Twitch. The one thing that somebody mentioned earlier, and I don't know if it's true or not, but since some people in my community have been following the shit show that is Diablo Immortal with a lot of detail, I want to point out that apparently Diablo Immortal has been banned in China, which is kind of funny, because one of Blizzard's big goals in the first place was to conquer the Chinese market with it and also milk that for all it's worth, catering to that audience very heavily. And apparently, like, if true, then they lost that now completely, so it's honestly kind of funny. But yeah, with every single piece of information that comes out about this game and how it's like structured, how the microtransactions are structured, is more and more noticeable how predatory that game is. And I mean, again, I am in no way against gacha games and microtransactions or any of this if it's well done and if you can still go for a normal free-to-play game if you want to, but everything that I hear from Diablo Immortal is just bordering on insanity. So yeah, nice job, Blizzard. Ruining your reputation even more, if that's even possible. Which honestly, at this point, I kind of doubt. Oh, Blizzard, you shadow of your former self. What happened to that glorious company that existed in the days of StarCraft, Brood War, Warcraft 3, and StarCraft 2? Well, either way, in the game that we have here, Chili Mountain is, as usual, starting... Dino? For a second, I was like, where are you going? Okay, so he zips out. His team already got 2 kills. He was hoping to get another one. So Muro is left alone to his own devices topside. We got 2 kills to 0. And as it happens, we now have quite the lead. I mean, again, with the 2 kills to 0, it's not really too much an experience in the early stages. But of course, you get some push power on the lane where you get the kills and then can try and take a few of the structures down. Now already moving towards the top in an attempt to take a soaking down, and Masquerade, doesn't quite hit the mark here. But they got damage in down here at the bottom. They can now also... I mean, Banana H is just trying to piss them off on the rotations, zipping around with Lucian, dancing around them. There's a few stuns that he has to be careful about, but not too many. Mirrodin being one of them. And they are turning it again against Drakia, as it seems, but this time it's Dino that gets dropped. Dino gets murdered. Level 4 is ready. I honestly think that the kill against Genji is most likely going to be of little consequence, because he's going to be back for the actual battle of the objective. And there's no well, nah, Mirrodin is just like saying hello. But they're not really trying to die for this. So they couldn't exploit the death in any real way. But of course, always nice to catch up in experience at least a little bit. So it's all poking from here on out from Liming and trying to get some kills too, which it was they're aiming for. As Chili Mountain is trying to make a statement here. Yeah, with level 1, I haven't really talked about the build, but we got the Way of the Blade straight into the Mirage for Samuro. Soaking has played this in the past. And can be really annoying. I mean, so annoying with the Samuro that he occasionally is even counterbanned. And he is trying to have an impact here, but it seems like Captain Rex is on the receiving end of an ass-kicking that results in him dying early. He's still able to keep Muradin alive, so good for him. But of course, that is kill number 3 now for Chili Mountain, and they've also taken the lead on the objective pretty significantly. That's a huge difference between the two now. Yeah, pulling him out of the Immortal stun here, still trying to body block and cutting the path of retreat off. Poor Dracula is focused and dies, so that is 4 kills to 1. The Immortal about to be taken. Muradin is also alone. They might even get the kill here. He's trying to hop out, but can't quite make it work. Now he gets slowed, but they don't have the damage output to drop Muradin. Now, they still take the Immortal, and that's a pretty significant shield. For the first Immortal? Yeah, that is not shabby. I mean, damn. So now we have topside level 7 talents kicking in for both. The Immortal pressure and everybody except the side laners being here. Level 7 is ready for both. And that has Surge of Light coming through. Plate of the Whale on level 4 regarding the build that we're seeing from Cassia. Burning Blade for Samuro. And they try to break through that wall. The shield is getting chunked down pretty heavily by Hanzo, so that's at least one tool that they have in their arsenal that can really help them here. They Quasar with the side lane engage. Cassia in trouble again, and Drak here might die, taps the fountain. Good stun from Captain Rex against Dino before he can engage again, but it's Muradin that is then getting dropped, and that means the end of the fort at the top lane. So the first objective absolutely successful for Chili Mountain. Looking good here. Yeah, looking great. They're breaking already through the top wall even. I mean, the first tower is gone. Big damage. And they're even getting the gate. Jeez, they might even get the tower if this continues. And Urel is still at the bot lane, so if anything, they need to be careful that they're not engaging too deep and that they're falling back. But Dino, indeed, he is able to get the kill here. So he got, sorry, the drop on the tower. So he gets the tower, zips away as the brotherly battle once again continues. And while all of this is happening, Urel is completely controlling the bot lane, meaning she gets the experience for the team and is also able to get even more push power. They go for a trade on frontliner, so that doesn't even help them. And a follow-up kill by Dino as he's starting to clean house here, even moving in for Hanzo, and brother kills brother. What a play once again. I mean, damn. Chili Mountain is just murdering it. Check this out here real quickly. So first we have the tanks dying, then it's the follow-up from Genji as he's really moving in for it. He gets a second kill and then goes straight for Hanzo to lock in the third, completing the triple down here with the lightning breath as they have their level 10 advantage. They're also getting a kill on Samuro. It is a bloodbath, an absolute bloodbath. 7 kill difference between the two teams and they are crushing, absolutely crushing now. The Cats are trying to get to their Storm Talons, and they are, at least they're able to do that before the level, before the next Immortal spawns. So at least that. But the battle is still breaking out before they have their abilities, so team, they lose Muradin again, there's the X-Strike, and they lose Uther. Boys, that's not the battle that you want to take. Really? You couldn't wait for level 10? You couldn't just sacrifice that for a little bit longer? Now they might get a counter kill here, and indeed they do, but still, that just hurts. Quasar, he's about to escape. That fort at the bot lane is nearly gone, but boy, oh boy. 8 kill difference right now. The Immortal is up. Everybody is just hearthing back. There is an advantage, I mean, there's a time advantage. So rotational advantage for the Cats, and that should give them the halftime show. Because we got Hanzo. And he is gonna chunk this one. Yep, heavily. So that's the halftime show for them. Not bad. Better than expected, honestly. That might be worth sacrificing a hero or two. Time will tell. 34,000 damage for Hanzo, his top damage in the game. 23,000 for Li Ming. Showcasing once again the damage isn't everything. Hanzo might still be able to pad his stats a little bit, but they're not getting the kills on those. And now the commitment at the top as they're really trying to get this Immortal. And as long as Hanzo is still there, they might just be able to pull that one off. Samuro is swapping in and swapping out. Uther went with the Divine Storm, by the way. So more CC, but there's the kill. Samuro is dead. And they're chasing the rest of the team away too. Oh, Drak here. Genji with a reset. Hanzo just wants the Immortal at this point. They're losing everybody right now. They're gonna lose that 4-2. They don't care about it. They know they're gonna lose this one, but as long as they're getting the kills here, it's going to be absolutely fine. Even Li Ming gets saved after she gets storm bolted. Muradin, he actually escapes? No way, right? Nah, he gets stopped again. Quasar is trying to cut him off here. Yep, and that is Muradin falling, interrupted straight in the jump. They're just toying with their food at this point. Now, of course, this is nearly 100% shield on the Immortal, so they still need to take him down. But since there is no really push happening with it, it does, by the way, not come as a surprise in the slightest that he goes for Glass Cannon here. Not even a bit. So, yeah. Why wouldn't you? If you're already dominating with a 12 kill difference and you've taken both of the forts down, why wouldn't you go Glass Cannon here? Oh, of course he does. I mean, usually I'm not really a fan of that talent. Nick sometimes makes it work. Most people don't risk it just because, again, high risk, high reward. But still, in this case, I can't blame him at all. Here's level 13. They got 13 kill difference by now. Obviously, if you're Li Ming, you know, you've got to be a bit careful that Hanzo doesn't hit his arrow, for example. That Samuro doesn't sneak up on you. But you got a lot of poke there. So, yeah. And the hits kept coming. Soaking is getting attacked again. Dino is still looking for opportunities. And so is the Quasar. So they want their fights. They want to have a few more battles. A couple more kill opportunities that they can play through. And they might get them. Yeah. They might honestly get them as this all continues here. Alright, another big hit. Here we go. And they get the camp. No objective has been announced just yet, but obviously that's just a matter of time, so that's not going to take too long. And it is time to see what they can now pull off, as they're apparently also willing to invade the camp too. So that would be wild, but they're already falling back here. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously Chili Mountain is the aggressor here, and they want to make some moves, but they're not going to be aggressive enough to just say like, hey, we're just going to go for every single battle that we're going to take. There's still some limits to what they're willing to pull off here. Still, the attack is coming, and the arrow in the back line wasn't really too bad, but now that they're trying to make a move for Samuro, they're getting the kill, and they're following up with a potential one on Uther. He's on 20 HP, and Genji can't get all the kills from Ultralisk as he gets the resets. Resets by Ultralisk, but Li Ming gets Hanzo'd. On the way back out, Li Ming gets Hanzo'd. They are still going for the next fight, of course. They're still going for even more aggression, and why wouldn't they? This is already looking great for them, and there are so many heroes dead already on the other side that why would you not go for even more blood? They are trying to get even farther ahead here. Open this up a little bit. Here, by the way, a quick look on what we just saw a second ago. Look at this. He was about to escape, and then it's really Li Ming that comes in with resets and just kills 3 heroes. 19 kills, 2-4. The Immortal is up. Top lane has to be defended, but the rest of the team is now once again coming in here. The level 16 talent advantage is another big thing that plays in favor of Chili Mountain. 50,000 damage for Hanzo. As I said before, that doesn't help you. The stun, on the other hand, helps them quite a bit. So they're trying to go for Masquerade, but he doesn't die. Masquerade doesn't die. Instead, they're losing heroes again. And of course, it's a shitty fight to take if you don't have level 16, but they're desperate right now. They feel they have to do something, and they can't just sit there, allow the blue team to take another Immortal. So it's a Hail Mary that they're throwing, and it is backfiring quickly. 22 kills against 4 as the best team in Europe is on their way to another victory in yet another final here at the qualifiers. They're coming in with another big play as they're looking to take the keep at the bot lane. At the same time, there's still damage at the Immortal is being done. They're hoping, of course, for another objective. They want it all at this point. And why wouldn't they? Coming in with the big plays. The Immortal is taken. The keep is not claimed, but they're working on it as well. 22 kills to 4, 3-level advantage, a talent lead. Now Li Ming with Glass Cannon has top damage on the team, not in the game yet. Still playing second fiddle here to Hanzo, but there is mad pressure now that the Immortal has taken to the top lane. They want both of the keeps. Honestly, they obviously want to go for even more than that. If they can, then they're going to go straight for a game. But with Li Ming dying, that might not happen. And Genji gets the stun treatment by Uther in the backline as he engaged. And the Divine Storm was a bit too much for him to handle. So it's 2 heroes down for the blue team, but they get the kill on Samuro. And they might even get Muradin! Deep dive by Diablo. But he couldn't quite get it. Now, as all of this plays out, the Immortal isn't fucking around. So took down the top lane keep, and down here at the bottom of the map, they're taking another one. The Immortal on the march to the core, and even with 2 heroes dead, they're not giving up on this yet. They still want to take it. They're buying as much time as they can here at the 14-minute mark for the Immortal to chunk the shield down, and it indeed does. Now, the core is losing hit points very quickly here, but maybe not quickly enough to end the game. Could be close. They're trying with 3, and they're getting insanely close, and I guess they're pulling it off. They take the win. 23 kills to 6. The lead in the best of 3 goes to Chili Mountain.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, Towers of Doom. Once again, great map to, well, either close out the series or allow the Cats to force the 3rd game. Chili Mountain, again, might be... It's always funny to me when these 2 teams face off against each other, because I always say that when Chili Mountain is in the lead that they tend to troll a little bit, and that that sometimes backfires. And one of the best examples that we saw was, I think, in Season 2, when Chili Mountain played, or Team WAP played against the Cats, and they did exactly that. They went a bit overboard with their draft. I believe it was Battlefield of Eternity back then, and they got slaughtered in the late game and then had to go to the 3rd map. where it became a bit tricky too. So yeah, that's one of the things that can sometimes happen. I believe they even lost the series at some point because of this. But of course, as they are always a team that has so many victories, and even just going to the grand final is going to give you points, they're always in a decent spot here. Seems like Butcher is always their second troll ban. I mean, honestly guys, if you already want to troll, I know that at least one of you is listening right now. The fuck is happening with that Butcher ban? Pick him! You want to show everybody who's boss? Pick him! Go for the Butcher! Show them how it's done! Tyrande first pick? I don't care. I want to see the Butcher. I want meat. You're claiming you're the dominant one in Europe. You claim you can sometimes randomize a pick and then still win it. Go for the Butcher. Show everybody how it's done. It's going to be great for us. Either you lose or we're going to get a Butcher victory. Pineapple. Pineapple. So... Blaze and Rega, to your last breath fight you will. Okay, so now that we got Tyrande, what do we get with her? You have your stun. Ah, Stitches Tyrande. Okay, we're going really old school now. Back to the HGC days. And even then it was pretty much old school. And the Haka on the side lane. Okay. So we get our Stitches in the house. Yeah, Ultralisk and Dino. If those two haven't picked yet, you know that you might still be in for real trouble. Tracer, Genji, I mean, what do you ban here? Or do you just ban Maiev or Karrigan against Ultralisk? I mean, have fun with that third ban. Have fun banning. I mean, honestly, at this point, you're just lost on the... You just look at this like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter what we ban. Like, ban one hero, but you know that whatever else they pick is just going to be brutal anyways. So, yeah. Okay. We got... And they could ban one of the frontliners. Or do they worry about something that can get close to Tyrande with the mobility creep that we had in the game? No. Medivh. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Any target of Stitches who could be saved with Medivh. So if your entire plan really just... gathers around making an impact with a good hook and then a follow-up from Tyrande, then Medivh is a really, really good ban. Honestly, didn't even think about it, but yeah, that's very, pretty good. Okay, so that leads us straight to the red team. I'm honestly more interested what Dino and Ultralisk are going to pick, but let's see what the red team has in store. Falls at a Nubarak, so a little bit more dive heavy. Can also go for a Cocoon. Tracer. Is he picking Maiev? Maiev Karrigan or not today? Yeah, Dino gets his Tracer. Oh, poor Falstad. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking just poor Falstad. Lunara. Okay, would have loved something a bit more aggressive by him, but Lunara obviously for all the poke that she brings and also the damage against structures is pretty good too. Probably a better choice here. But if you're... I mean, you associate Ultralisk, you know, normally with his melee assassins that go completely bonkers during the game. Okay, final pick. Drakia needs to choose. Towers of Doom is the map. Map number 2, the lead goes to Chili Mountain. If they win another qualification tournament and are in a very good spot to make it into the playoffs once again. It's Cassia for Dracula. And with that, we're heading into the second map of the best of 3 series. Everybody had the 4th qualifier for the X-Cup Summer. Let's go. Okay, as the game starts, we got a couple of role swaps going on. Honestly, they were a little bit more intense when they initially started to pull them off. So at the end of the day, the only thing that they're really doing here is switching between Dayquaza and Masquerade. But when they started to swap during the swapping phase, they had at some point at Masquerade on Tyrande. That would have been really wild. Now, we got Dino and Tracer, Banana H and Tyrande, Ultralisk on Lunara. So this is pretty much already as given. But then Dayquaza and Stitches this time and Masquerade on Dehaka. On the right side of the map, the Cats with Drakia playing Cassia. We got Hireth on Falstad, Honyo on Anubarak, Captain Rex on Rega, and Soaking is playing Blaze. No stacking on Cassia. For now, we got the charge strikes in on level 1. Also the patchwork creation with Tracer playing the Tracer rounds again. And here we go. Brawl in the middle of the map. It's a bit of stacking, of course, for Falstead too. But Dequaz has to prove now that he has the hooks. Masquerade certainly does. He's proven that already today. But Ultralist, the stun, and well, there's kill number 1. And it is against Chili Mountain. The cats with their claws in the early game. So, top side, they are trying to... Ooh, we have Masquerade. I mean, he's no Dequaza, I gotta say. Dequaza would have landed the tongue, wrapped it around Blaze's neck, and then just dragged him back to a sure kill setup for Tracer. But not so with Masquerade, so yeah, he needs to step it up. The drag of the tongue, who's going to be the bigger one here? So, we got the camps claimed by both, nobody invading. A little bit of vision, obviously, now from Tirana too, as she's just sending the owl out to see if they can maybe still invade, but the timing was decent for the cats, took it early. And Dequaza, maybe a bit too far out here, still saved the hook. And they are, oh no, they get Falstead. Nice. Now the camp gets stolen. That is the trade that they're going for here. Pumpkins against the kill, but now it's a 5 versus 4, and maybe they can get a follow-up kill. It seems like they're going to be able to drop Drake here too. Yes, Cassia falls. As long as they keep those pumpkins away from the gate, that's going to be a big win. And they of course have to deal with both of the camps and only one of them. But yeah, that's 2 kills for them. Interestingly enough, the cats are still in the lead when it comes to experience. Not by much, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of funny. Because they took both of the mercenary camps, so yeah, there's that. Bit of, like, a win for the moral. That's what they have. So, yeah, they're moving through the bot lane now. Looking to see if they can maybe even get some damage in. Not quite sure what they're gonna get or if they're gonna get anything here. Top side, they are going for soaking, so that should be a kill. And yes, it is. Nice. They won't be able to get anything at the bottom of the map in the sense that they can't take the wall down. I think that was the main goal. But Ultralist gets now isolated. The problem is that as this happens, there's also a lot of damage against Hornio. If Dehaka would have had a global here, he could have maybe even joined the fun and helped them out. But it's still an advantage in kills for Chili Mountain. But it's a bit more brawly, so they're already starting to brawl it out very early in the game. With the triple altar phase now coming up. Still, the fight continues. Captain Rex, is he really going to be interrupted? No! Yes, he is! Last second, but Tyrande falls. So it's already one altar that they got, but with Tyrande dying, that's a bit of an issue. All of a sudden you have to play this out without your support. Good drag against drag here, but that might not have been enough. Tracer's currently busying 2 at the top, but she won't be able to do that for long. Dainu has to retreat here and does. Has to be careful that he doesn't get killed. So Soaking is going to get this one for the team, which means with another altar taken at the bottom of the map, this would be a 2-1 trade in favor of the cats. But they gotta fall back here, and Tyrande is also on her way to rejoin the fight. Yeah, and rejoin she does, saving Dequaza before he falls. So more and more it seems like the cats might have to give this one up after all. We got level 7 talents for both teams. But Falstead and Blaze are both still at the top, so this is technically, or it was at least for a moment, a 4 versus 3. Now that they're moving into the mid lane again, they get the kill on Blaze. Blaze is down, Dehaka joined that battle, and now Tracer slowly moving down to the bot lane. Draco better retreat quickly. If Dino gets close enough to him, that could be a kill. Doesn't have the ult ready, but will have that soon. And jeez, Ultralist with Lunara nearly getting the connect there. That could have been brutal. Can you imagine them all moving through the same spot and then all of a sudden Lunara hitting that just perfectly and all 3 of them dying shortly after? Now Rhaegar, of course, could have had that heal ready, but yeah. Dequaza is pulling a Masquerade, interrupts the channel, and then Banana Age just there's like, okay, screw you, I'm not doing it. Jesus, this team sometimes. They lose Tracer. So, Tyrande nearly had the channel completed. Dequaza interrupts with a helping hand. And then Banana H is just sitting there, throwing a little bit of a tantrum like a little schoolgirl. And is like, yeah, well, no, I don't want to anymore. So he was just literally pouting and didn't go for it. And they still get the fucking kills. Are you kidding me? Banana Age at least dies, but they got a 2-for-1 trade. Okay, Stitches also doesn't make it. Now Rhaegar is killed. What a bloodbath. Nice connect as Lunara gets dropped. We're still looking at the altar here, and that is the first objective phase that we have. What a troll. What a troll. I mean, we need the Benny Hill theme in there. Seriously, this is ridiculous. They have level 10. Guys, we're 6 minutes into this game and they have level 10. And we haven't finished the first altar phase. So, yeah. And at this point, nobody's even trying to channel it. They're just trying to brawl and get kills. They go for Masquerade and they get the Haka. So okay, Haka is down. They gust them away. At the same time as the Valkyrie is being used by Cassia. Now another interrupt against Captain Rex. Ultralisk is realizing he's a little bit too far in. We got Soaking dying to towers now because he was gorged and they didn't even bother killing him. They just put him on the other side of the wall because they knew he would fall. So the Quasar gets a kill and then rejoins the fight. Tirana decides that she still does want to channel this. She's still like, ha ha ha, look funny. So yeah, I guess at the end of the day it's going to be the Quasar who has to channel it this time. And there it is. It's crazy. Alright, there's this 6.5 minutes in. There's the channel. The shots are fired and we finally have 32 to 36 points. 8 kills against 8. Yeah, this is gonna go late game. This is gonna go late game for sure. From the perspective of Chili Mountain, you can understand that, again, they are dominant right now. And I said it in the semi-final already, their real opponent in this tournament was more so the Bang Bush. The top-up bracket was insanely stacked. Whereas the Cats, they have, again, Chili Mountain has the lead. They played out the first map seriously. And then in the second one, they're just having a little bit more fun, making things interesting for them. So, understandable on the one hand. On the other hand, you just gotta shake your head and hope that the Cats at some point are just punish them for that shit. So, yeah. Now, either way, the teams are even in experience. Fairly even in general. Especially, of course, now that both of them have 8 kills. Level 12. Nobody is retaking the bell tower yet. But this is going to get snowballed towards the late game with level 20 talents coming in, and then we're going to see where this is going. Before level 13 kicks in, let's have a bit of a look at the damage output too. It's actually Cassia that has top damage in the game at this point. Poking it out a lot. Yeah, a hook, follow up, and... oh, nice, Ancestral. Sacrificing a lot of ults to keep Anubarak alive, even the Gust to isolate. And, well, in comes the Arca. Masquerade is late on the ult and is not able to connect it, but they should still get the false set kill. Yeah, Gorge and goodbye. The birdie is down. The battle not over yet, but seems to be over for the Cats. They are retreating. And, they're not going to lose anybody else, but they're also not going to get that altar. Unless, of course, nobody is channeling it again. Ultralisk is making a move for it. Up here at the top, they're still fighting it out and hoping to get a kill against Soaking. Dino perfectly dodging that jet propulsion. Yeah, the shots are fired. So Ultralisk coming in with the German efficiency. But they're also getting a drag on Anubarak, and that's a kill. Anubarak is down, frontline is gone, and they are farming them even further. Dracula dies, 11 kills to 8. Yeah, all of a sudden they're starting to crush it here. Especially with Captain Rex now also getting murdered, heals himself again. Ooh, and gets away. Yeah, Gust, better safe than sorry to try and push them away from this. But of course they want to go for even more damage now down at the bot lane. Trying to take that wall. Spray game. Yeah, interrupt. Look at Dino. Dino diving deep for this. Jeez, the entire team is diving it. Poor Rhaegar. Thought he made it out, and then they are just crushing it. Sacrificing Lunara, not caring about that at all. Hireth is still alive. Dino wants the kill apparently, and he gets it. And even dodges the cocoon. Did you see this? He even dodges the cocoon as they're moving in for that kill. He gets the kill on Falstead, dodges the cocoon with a recall, and they're still brawling it out like mad. I mean, blow for blow for blow. The teams just at each other's throw. Mid lane, top lane, who gives a shit? Side lane? Soaking? What are you talking about, dude? Get real for a second. Don't need this shit. Team fight, team fight. It's a brawl. It's a hero brawler after all, and brawl they do. Yeah, they try to go for the Quasar, and it's just not letting up. Honestly, the Cats, they're just happy to engage into this as well. But they're losing a Nubarak again, and it's just insane. Dino is low, everybody is getting back. I'm trying to show you a replay of the earlier fight, but I can't because the action is just not stopping. Cassia also at this point, finally gone. And maybe a small moment of retrieve, and as I say, they're going for the battle again. Yeah, the altar is up. So actually, let me show you this real quickly. Check out Tracer. So Tracer comes in, willing to sacrifice herself if need be, comes in, gets the kill, and then dodges the cocoon. Crazy. Now they have the bell tower. They take it down here. Banana H leads it up to the minions. 24 points on the core against 36. They got level 16 talents. That gives us Pulverize. Another hook, and well, they got the Gorge too. Goodbye, Rhaegar. Heareth. Yeah, he's going for the Daunt. Yeah, and they get the kill on Tracer. Recoils on 5 HP, but that's not enough. There's the Cocoon, and the party continues. But Masquerade at least went to the side lane this time. We have 25 kills at the 11-minute mark. Helping Hand attempt, that didn't work out either. So Quasar is all of a sudden in trouble. So is Banana H, by the way. He gets caught hard and doesn't stand a chance against the 4-man gank that follows. 16 talents on both sides now as Quasar gets also dropped. And apparently Masquerade is just saying like, alright guys, whatever, I'm going topside now. And play it out right here. Ricochet is in. And yes, Chili Mountain again, enjoying the show here. Okay, so the belt out the bot lane gets reclaimed. Top side, they might sacrifice a few of the hit points, but now Blaze is there to defend. And with Epicenter now taken, Anubara can epically enter the back line. Epic enter, allowing him to do it. But they're trying, of course, to reclaim this. And again, keep in mind, Chili Mountain is obviously trolling a little bit here. But they could always be punished for it by the Cats if they can exploit those weaknesses. I mean, this is not how they would play against the Hardos, against Oxygen, or how they played against the Bang Bush. They want to brawl, and they are willing to dive anything. But they also, it could work out for them. But they could also get punished for it if the Cats are able to pull it off. And they're gonna try. But yeah, it's getting nasty here. Another attack, another move. This time Rhaegar gets saved by the Cocoon, but they're still going for Nubarak and nearly burn him down within a second. The shots are being fired again. 32 points against 20. The Ancestral saving Anub, and it's just a 5-man at the bot lane again. They're just going for a lane. They're running it down bot lane. Both teams currently do. They're turning this into an ARAM here. Everybody is just going on the same lane and they're just going for it. Ultralisk is dying, but they are also trying to make a play for here. The Jet Propulsion missing again, or at least the moves from Blaze. Falls that gets punished. Tracer is still alive. 63,000 damage for Tracer. Only Cassia is ahead of Dino. They are just not stopping. Oh, the drag! And Anub is alive! He makes it out of the fight and gets healed back up. Tracer is dead though, and Banana Age dies too. Absolutely crazy. 16 kills to 16. Quasar, I don't think he has a chance of survival here. Well, actually, he had the Fountain cooldown still up. Yeah, goes for a Gorge in an attempt to retreat here. They're both now diving like crazy, but they're also getting the kills and they're getting the bell tower. So this is the moment where this is really turning against Chili Mountain. Now they might be overdoing it a little bit, and this is the first time where the game for just a second calms down a little bit. Pretty much only because Chili Mountain is dead. 6 deaths on Ultralisk, and at this point you of course gotta ask yourself, can they still go back into serious mode and bring this back? That's the big one. Because now a triple altar phase is coming. And as you have the triple altar phase in the game, this is the big opportunity for the Cats with a level 20 advantage that they have on top of all of this as well to get multiple altars and yeah, close that gap in core points. First 5 shots are fired and they are apparently completely okay with getting a trade of 2 versus 1. Oh my god! Falstad gets murdered! But another 5 shots get fired and Tyrande is dead too. So now it's 17 points to 22, which of course closes this core point gap significantly. Bad news for just a second was that we still didn't have level 20 talents for the team in blue, but they're now about to claim it. The storm talent advantage was just a little bit too significant for them. It seems like a Nuburak is not gonna survive this. Yep, he's dead. Rhaegar could have used the Ancestral, I guess, but apparently they consciously decided against it. The Haka gets the kill with Trace at the top, and all of a sudden Dracula is about to fall as well. Team? Okay, Ultralisk instead, the one that dies, another hook, but yep, Ultralisk is gone, and they're taking the top bell tower. What a game. What a fiesta. HGCF, the Heroes Global Clown Fiesta. 19 versus 9, guys, we have 40 kills. Nearly 40 kills at this point. More than 2 kills a minute. That's where we're at. Also, apparently Masquerade is saving his level 20 talent for the next game. Hasn't taken it yet. Damage output 90 stacks for Falstad. He's at 46,000 damage. Cassia's on 93,000, so it seems like she's going to be the first one to hit the 6-digit club. And they want the hook, the gorge. Nah, no gorge by him, but the hook was golden. Now Masquerade is coming in to get, yeah, there's the gorge on Rhaegar, and they should be able to get this one. There's the stun. I have no idea what the fuck Masquerade was doing. Apparently he was fat fingering his burrow. That's the only explanation that I can come up with. That he fat fingered burrow, and that's why he's not hit his ult. But Captain Rex is going for the channel, and he gets 4 shots fired. Now they want to of course trade, but now it's 18 to 17 points, so whichever team is able to get the next and final altar here is going to be the one taking the lead, at least temporarily. They try to go for Masquerade, they can't. Tyrande is making the hit happen. Yeah, Tracer is getting attacked too, and Dino is alive. What? Dino is still alive somehow, and they are trying to go for Blaze. Masquerade is literally waiting him out and is burrowing into the fight now. But the attack is still going, and here's Falstad dead. Tyrande is also down. The brawl just continues. Brawl, brawl, brawl. But again, it could well be a loss for Chili Mountain. They lose Bambi, and I don't think they can get a counter kill here. Yeah, good luck with that one. Stitches is also dead, and Dino is still on the retreat. The chances are pretty good that Chili Mountain has overdone it a bit and is going to lose this one. I think there's a good chance we're headed towards the third game, guys. 14 to 17. I mean, technically there's still plenty of time. Thanks to them delaying the first objectives so heavily, we have now, of course, well, level 22 already on the board. But slowly and steadily, control is being established here by the Cats. And they are going to force that third map. And if they have a chance, they're going to claim that final too. So, yep, all about the brawl. It's another 4 shots that they're going to get for sure, which means they're going to be on 10 points to 17. Obviously, Tyrande knows that as well. Gets the vision in, but they can't fight for this. What are you doing, Dino? Yeah, Dino wants the kill. Nicely done, but no. And that wasn't really worth it, honestly. So, yeah. That wasn't really worth it in that instance. So, as it stands, we still have them with 20 to 22. And, yeah, things are just not looking... Well, that is a good gorge. It's a bit of a random one, but it worked out for them. There's a stun and there's the kill. Just like that, out of nowhere. They get another hook. Yeah, Cocoon this time is hitting. So this time he didn't dodge it, but it's already getting burned down. 4 bell towers to 4, and another one. Isolation connects instantly with Blaze. He doesn't even have the bunker cooldown, and they get 2 kills. It's 7 points on the core to 17. Some pumpkins made it through, but now they're taking control of that bot lane again, which means they're moving ahead on the bell tower count, and they might even be able to get the one at the bottom of the map. Just as it seems, like Chili Mountain might not be able to make it here and falls farther behind. All of a sudden they get just 2 quick kills thanks to Dequaza with a gorge and a hook. They take the additional bell towers, 5 shots are already fired. 7 points to 12, therefore. Tracer at the top is just diving in together with Dehaka, looking to see if they can maybe even get a kill. But the bot lane bell tower is going to be taken, so it will still be a lead here. Chili Mountain is just like, I don't even know sometimes. Chili Mountain just doing Chili Mountain things. That's pretty much what's happening here. They're going for the camps at the top. We got 44 kills, 21 minutes into the game. Camps taken all over the place. The bell tower advantage firmly in the hands of the blue team. And boy, oh boy. 91,000 damage for Tracer. 8 deaths on Ultralisk and his Lunara, by the way. And 111,000 damage for Cassia. And they're taking all the pumpkins now. They're taking all of them down here. Another hook attempt by Dequaza. That one didn't work. And you can tell that the cats are actually a little intimidated right now. They're playing a lot more timid. Waiting for the next objective, I guess. But that also means that down here 6 pumpkins are gonna start making their move. And with a good hook, you could get maybe another Gorge and kill. So careful. Very careful here. Nubarak is sitting at the side. Dehaka is moving to the top. They're applying pressure to the mid lane bell tower as well, which is now getting negated as Rhaegar is rotating topside. But this entire rotation is currently being controlled by Chili Mountain. And once again, the hook! And it nibbles at Soaking's mount, but it's not getting close enough. So, down to the bottom of the map, Lunara wants to get the first channel as they're making a play for Dequaza. He's still getting away here. Dehaka is in. Lunara let it slide for a moment, is now trying to retake the channel. Yeah, wasting some time here. Might be the end of Masquerade. Gorge is being used and Rhaegar in trouble. The Gust, the mighty Gust, the wind tunnel instantly so that Rhaegar survives. But the first ult has been channeled and now it's 7 points for both teams. They are dead even here. And once again, the hook, the stun, and they try to get the damage in and the kills. 2 heroes in the 6-digit club. Banana Age in trouble. He's dead. That's the problem with Tyrande right there. If you can't keep her in the back, then she is just too much of a liability. She's too vulnerable. So Dino is dashing back out. They don't have a support right now. And they have to rely on the fountains. No channel on the altar yet. 40 seconds until Tyrande is back. Falstad isn't here either. They don't have the gas. They get the hook. And they want to go for Hornio again. Rhaegar is still there though. They got the sustain. They got the sustain as another hook. Damn. Barely not making it. Getting another interrupt with the pulverize and slowly starting to poke them down here. If Dino can get an engage, he's going to make it happen. Dehaka's coming in from behind. Rhaegar's low and Rhaegar is dead. Who needs supports? Who needs supports? Chili Mountain, they get their kills regardless. They go for Blaze. Lunara is the next target. Cassia is about to fall though. And Chili Mountain is completely wrecking them. They're ripping them apart. They're going through them like hot butter through cheese as they're getting one killer after another. 50 kills in total in this game. Can they end? That's the question. They are going for the mid lane. That bell tower is nearly taken. If they can start the barrage, it is all over for sure. At this point, Ultralisk is just going for the camp. He claims it. They try to take all of the bell towers, and they are about to. And of course, the channel has already started as well. If they can start the barrage and get these 5 shots fired, then it's over. He's even waiting it out. He's waiting it out for them to take the top. He could take it now, but they are ending the game right here, right now. Chili Mountain with a pretty fun one. Bit of a Sudoku move here by Lunara too, but that's obviously the end of the game. Falstad apparently has a bit of a death wish. 6 shots. The shots are being fired. Nobody's even channeling that all. They don't even have to. Pumpkins are going to make it through. Stitches is dead. Falstad, Tyrande. Everybody's dead and dying. And they're just moving down here right now, trying to chase the rest of them. But the end of the game is inevitable. Can they maybe? No, I don't think they can get this one. They're trying here, but yeah. Can they? Don't tell me. 1 point on the core! Get fucked! 1 point! 1 point on the core! Oh my god! That's what you get for being so damn cocky. Exactly that. Everybody's dead with the exception of Dino. The altar is still there. It's a single point on the core and they haven't finished the game yet. And they're just sitting here thinking like, what the hell? 7 points to 1. The boss is up. Here comes Dino soloing at this point, doing his best to buy some time. Lunara is back as well, trying to make it in here. The altar is getting channeled. 3 shots are fired, and with the boss you can end the game now. Yep, whoever wins this fight is gonna win the game. They're all a little bit low here already. Ultralisk is dead, but so is the birdie. Kill for a kill as they're trying for the next one. Already cocoon used. They're trying to drop their quasar stitches. 120 stacks for Falstad. What a shit show. What a total shit show. The full-on clown fiesta over here is just absolutely incredible. Whoever takes the boss is gonna take the game. It's a 4 versus 4 right now. The hooks are coming out left, right, and center. Dino is now top damage in the game, diving left, right, wherever it takes him. The drag connects, the jet propulsion doesn't, but Dino is low. He needs healing. He's basically cosplaying Genji at this point. There's the dive. Banana Age is once again killed. Tyrande is just a liability here. The cats have enough. They just go for the boss. They're saying, fuck it. Either we win it or we lose it. Who cares anymore? Let's just go and try to see what we can do here. Lunara back in a second. The same is true for Falstad. He can't fly in. She can't. Dino is just zipping around. Dino is insane, by the way. 3 deaths only and just playing this like a god, or at least a demigod. Now they go for this once again. Altars are coming up in 14 seconds, by the way. But Tyrande isn't here, and this looks like it's going to be the end. But then the Rhaegar dies. Rhaegar is dead, and they are losing Blaze! What the fuck? Blaze is dead. The Gast! Who takes it? The fuck is happening here? Who claims it? Everybody dead. The blue team, they know they don't have it. They're trolling around even further. Nobody's attacking here. And honestly, this is just beyond silly. He goes for the channel. They finally take the shots and it ends the game. Chili Mountain wins the grand final with a 2-0. What did I just watch?
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.